In this episode, we're able to land some nice fish for dinner. We're diving off the coast of West Africa in a country called Sierra Leone, discovering some new species on this day, and despite some gear malfunctions and a lot of problems, we're able to have an awesome day on the water. This is Sierra Leone Spearo. My name is John Campbell. Welcome to the episode. Good morning. Michael and John back in action. It's been a little while. Too long. We did go out last week and poke around a little bit, but this is our first serious dive trip since the fishing ban. So got a nice sunrise, sun coming up over the Western Area Peninsula forest, and we're headed offshore. Hopefully we'll get into them. If you're new to the channel, you won't know that we lost one of our favorite spear guns, our Basil D roller gun, and this is kind of our backup powerhouse gun to Salvamar roller gun that's 130 centimeters long. But man, you can see in this episode we really feel the absence of that Basil D roller. I think we probably wouldn't have lost the fish that we lost this day if we would have had that gun. But you'll see in upcoming episodes we're able to get that gun replaced and get back in the action. So on this first drop, have some fish come in. They're a little shy. Have some cootie. I can see them in the distance, and I'm kind of giving them squid fingers, open and close palm, to try to get them to come in. And go ahead and take the shot, but like I said, without that Basil D roller gun in my hand, I missed this first fish of the day. Get redemption on this next drop. Have a nice African Gubera snapper come in, a little bit bigger than the rest. I'm able to pick him out and get a shaft in him. All right, first spot. Had a little luck. Not a bad fish to start the morning off. All right, 3 fish in the boat. Time to check the next spot. Now, this is a new spot, and it's much further offshore than the first spot we dove, and we really like this spot. You can see it's kind of covered in nets. It's a popular fishing spot. I think a trawler lost a big chunk of net here, but this spot's also quite a bit deeper. You can see all the dives on this spot where we're diving with the drop weight, because most of the dives are in that 80-90 foot range. Opened up a little bit at the bottom. Nothing monstrous, but lots of life, dude. Most of these dives I have clipped just for the sake of time. I'm gonna leave this one whole for the entire dive so that you can get an idea. Diving these deeper depths, the drop weight helps a ton. It's still right around that 2-minute time range, depending on bottom time, round trip to these depths. This one's probably in that 85-foot range, I think. And it's awesome to be able to dive to these depths, but it's also exhausting. And that drop weight helps a ton, conserving energy going down. We don't use the drop weight to get down to depths that we're not comfortable already diving, but it helps conserve energy and helps us get a little bit more bottom time on depths that we're already comfortable diving. You can see these snapper are all jittery. I've already taken a fish off this spot and they know what's up. You can see they kind of dart and flit around, makes them hard to hit. And I think I've got this guy dead to rights. And at the last minute, he flicks his tail and turns sideways, and that shaft runs up along the side of him, knocks some scales off, but it's a miss. Spear snags a little bit here on the bottom as well, and I'm able to get it loose. Diving at deeper depths and with current and wind, sometimes you don't hit the structure, but on this dive I'm able to come down right on this rocky area and lots and lots of life. You can see all of these big snapper swimming around and lining up on that guy, and I almost pulled the trigger and he does that same twitch, and I think I lost my chance here. So I'm looking for a consolation prize, looking for a backup fish so I don't go back empty-handed. See these horseye jacks, think I'll take one of them, and he also feels me watching him. And so I'm getting to the end of my breath hold, just about to give up, and this big guy swims in. And he takes off like a rocket. But I want you to notice right between those two rocks, but right there, that line goes slack, and I lose that fish.
Shot a monster. Broke it. Broke. Nothing's there, I have no idea. Didn't even pull that hard. That was a big fish. Everything. Yep. I don't know. I don't think we've ever had that Dyneema break. Oh. Didn't even pull that hard. I don't think he even rocked up. I have no idea. I think it must have been born. It's empty. Nothing. Dude, there was also.
What? Or if it's a.
I don't know.
End, like something came untied, or.
There was a ray that was probably.
Oh, it broke.
Yeah, it broke. I don't know how. I don't think he pulled that hard.
Huh.
He might have went around something, I guess, but I didn't pull that hard. Dude, there was a ray down there.
Okay.
That was probably 6 to 8 feet across.
What?
I think so.
Play this clip in slow motion. You can see as this fish comes in, it's a little murky, hard to see, but this fish is over 4 feet long. The tail from vertically is over a foot. This fish was over that 25 kg mark, and then you can see in between these rocks this huge ray. Like I said, 6, 7 feet across, and I've never seen anything like this here. So we're rigging up a new spear. Just lost a monster fish, and it's the first time we've ever had Dyneema break, and I wasn't putting much pressure on that fish. The structure that we're on doesn't have a bunch of caves and ledges, and I didn't think he was going to get hung up, so I was giving him line and wasn't putting much pressure. Didn't feel it hit structure or anything. Just popped. Really weird. It popped after the shooting line, so just basically directly straight to the reel. Probably close to that first knot. Something got abraded or something happened and it just popped the line. Oh well, hopefully we'll get on him again. Try to dive right on that same spot again. I'm looking to see if I can spot that fish, spot Dyneema hanging out from under a ledge or anything, trying to see if we can recover that fish. But it is really hard at these depths to be able to hit those same spots again. Come down a little bit off the structure, see all these surging fish, and I could not believe it, but I see another ray. This one was not quite as big as the first one. You'll see he pops into frame right here, swimming up off the bottom, and this is still a pretty big ray. He's probably over 3 feet wide. No bigger fish, but I'm able to take a nice medium-sized snapper and head up. And as always, brain and bleed the fish as soon as I get it in my hands.
Saw another ray, not as big. I was swimming. It was only probably like 3 feet in. I don't know, maybe they're like, I guess. He's alright. He's like a quarter of the size of that one I lost.
I guess this is why it's so surprising. This is a clip from a different day diving, and these little skates are the only type of stingrays that I've ever seen here. They're really, really small. They're maybe 12, 18 inches wide, and they're also rare to see. You don't see them very often. So, you know, to see these bigger stingrays, it was just really cool experience, especially that big one. On this drop, I completely missed that structure. Throwing out a couple grunts, hoping to bring something in, and these AJs come in, and I'm able to take one back.
Well, Sandy, I didn't want to come back empty-handed, so I plugged a little amberjack. Screw me, little guy. I cannot believe I lost that other fish, man. Dyneema broke. Hard to go down to 84 feet and shoot that little guy. But
decided to go back over to the Land O Nets spot. You can see just how widespread these things are over the entire bottom. And this area is big. It just kind of keeps going and going, and not a lot of life. And after a day of making these deep drops, I'm gassed, and we decided to call it a day.